Sometimes, you might feel lonely while standing in a crowd of people. You might feel like no one else understands you, like you're on an island completely alone. Except you're not entirely alone because you're not the only one who feels like this. Here are a few zodiacs who commonly feel lonely, even when they are surrounded by people. Before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Now let's begin. Number 1, Aquarius, January 20 to February 18. Aquarius, you commonly feel like no one else understands you because you're so unique. You don't succumb to pressure to fit in with the crowd because you're happy standing out from everyone else. Or, at least, you're usually happy with this. You can pretend you're happy with this. But sometimes, it's rough feeling like no one else is on the same page as you, like you're different than the people in the room with you. You can feel lonely, even when you're standing in a crowd of people, but that doesn't mean you're really alone. Your mind can play tricks on you. It can convince you that you don't belong when you really do, when no one else is looking at you like an outsider except yourself. Number 2, Taurus, April 20 to May 20. Taurus, you've always preferred quality over quantity. You would rather be in a room with 2 or 3 people who you know you can trust than be surrounded by hundreds of people who barely know you at all. Since you care so deeply about human connection, you can sometimes feel lonely when standing in a crowded room because not everyone gets you. It's rare to come across people who actually understand you on a core level, but they're out there. You've met them before and you'll meet more in the future. Even though you might feel alone right now, that feeling won't last forever. It isn't permanent. Number 3, Virgo, August 23 to September 22. Virgo, most of the time, you're fine feeling alone. After all, you're independent and can take care of yourself. You don't need anyone in order to succeed or to experience happiness and self-fulfillment. However, even the people who are the most comfortable being alone can get lonely sometimes. For you, this feeling happens most commonly when you're in a big crowd of people, when you can visibly see how easily others are connecting with each other. But remember, you don't see everything. Some of these people are feeling the exact same way as you. They just aren't showing it. You have more in common with them than you realize. Number 4, Capricorn, December 22 to January 19. Capricorn, you aren't embarrassed to admit that you don't get a lot of people, and they don't get you either. You feel disconnected from this human, even when you're standing physically close to them because you can't get on the same page emotionally. To you, superficial relationships mean nothing. You would rather create deep, meaningful bonds, which is why you feel so lonely when you're surrounded by people you only know the basics about. The basics aren't enough for you. You're hungry for information, for real, concrete connection. If you aren't getting enough from someone, or don't care to learn more about someone, then you're going to feel alone because they might as well not be there at all.